So what we started was what we call the intimacy lifestyle. And so in the intimacy lifestyle is key, folks. I mean, in all honesty, this is like the peanut butter and jelly. This is a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. It's like that thing that you just always eat, or whatever your favorite food might be. I just like peanut butter and jellies. So
stick with them. Give them a little love for equating sex to peanut butter and jelly.
No, stick here. Listen, the reason I say that is because what the intimacy lifestyle is all about is about actually putting sex on the calendar. And I'm not saying it has to be rigid and like we're going to have sex at 9 o'clock on Tuesday nights and 7 a.m. on Saturdays. It's not like that at all. Listen to episode 140 and we share. But that's what it's about. Because if not, we've experienced in our own lives. It's
let's just give them a quick little, because some of these guys haven't listened to our podcast, so let's just give them a quick little rundown on what the intimacy lifestyle.
Snippet?
Yeah.
You guys want a snippet of what the intimacy lifestyle is?
How many of you are familiar with the intimacy lifestyle? Anybody already doing it?
Anybody doing it? Have heard about it? Hearts or comment? One of the two.
Sharing it with them.
Okay. So the way it works is, so what Elise and I did is after our 60 days, we figured, wow, that was pretty awesome. And yet, what are we going to do now? Like, we need a break. Okay. So what are we going to do? So we decided that we still wanted to keep this going, this time together. Oh, yeah, that's right. Come on. But at the same time, we didn't want to go continuous. We just knew we couldn't. So what we realized is that we decided, for us, we wanted to have sex at least twice a week. That's us. Now, hey, if you want to go 4 times a week, then that's your choice. You guys decided. I don't know what your marriage is like. You could be newlyweds with no kids, or you could be married 19 years like us, and you're just going, hey, twice a week would be awesome.
I mean, we have friends that have, how many kids do they have? 7, and they're every other day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And that's them. That's what they decided to do. You may be, hey, right now with where we are and what we're doing, and we're just trying to get back into this. Like we want to get connected. We haven't really been sexually intimate. 1 time a week may be for you guys. So anyways, this is the way it works for Elise and I. We decided too that we both want to initiate. So on Sunday, Monday, or Tuesday, those are my days. And on one of those days, I have the opportunity to initiate sex with Elisa. Now, we have also made it so that our bedroom is no rejection zone. But as the initiator, you better be smart and wise enough to know that if your spouse has a headache or is sick or is, just has had a bad day, a stressful day, or something's been going up, probably not the best day to try to initiate, because you're gonna probably get some flack for that. So you're gonna have to be in tune to your spouse, which is probably a good thing because you're gonna start learning about your spouse more and more. So let's say Sunday comes around, I don't initiate. Monday comes around, I'm like, okay, this is cool. I may romance Elisa during the day. I may text her. I may give her a call. I may leave her a note. I may just say, hey, sexy, I love you. I may put something up on Facebook and just say, hey, hot stuff, I love you. Those are just ways that and then as we get home, as we're home, I may touch her. I may, there are certain things that I do that she knows.
And I'm just laughing because sometimes when he puts, hey, hot stuff up on Twitter or Facebook or somewhere, it always autocorrects to got stuff. So often I'm, hey, got stuff.
Yeah, that's true too. But hey, and then I initiate, it may be Monday night. Then Elisa has Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday. And on those days, those are her nights to initiate. And she does the same thing. Or I shouldn't say the same thing. Hers are different because she initiates completely different than I do. And that's a whole nother conversation.
We'll cover that on another.
Yeah. But if you want some top ways to initiate, you can grab this really cool free resource we have, the top 10 ways to initiate sex. And that's at oneextraordinarymarriage.com/initiate. And then it's Wednesday, Thursday. Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday are her days to initiate. And so on one of those days, she may initiate. It may be on Wednesday morning. She may roll over before the kids are up, doors locked, and we may have sex that morning. And that's it. And then, Thursday, Friday, she's already filled up that quota, I would say.
I've met what we agree to.
Okay.
Because it's not something on our to-do list. It's an agreement that we've made as a couple. It's not well, you better do this because this is what we agreed to. We get those emails where I can see the head bobbing and the finger pointing and,
we do have bonus days, though.
We do it. Saturdays are bonus day.
Or we may even have a bonus day during the week.
That we've done that too. We know that if it comes to be like 10 o'clock on the third day, that the clock is ticking, 2 hours. But here's what's happened because of the intimacy lifestyle. We take turns initiating, which is something we never, I didn't do. Tony was an excellent initiator in the early years of our marriage. I was like, give you a gift on your birthday type of initiating. It's also, here's a bonus to having regular sex. You learn what works and what doesn't, and what time of the months work for certain things. And you learn, the more frequently you have sex, the better it gets, because it's kind of like practice, right? Like when you have sex once a month, there's so much pressure on like that one time to have this amazing experience. And yet the more frequently you have sex, the more great experiences you string together, because you're like, well, I know what works for him, or he knows what works for me. So let's not, we experiment and do all different kinds of things. Sometimes we end up in a position that's like Twister, and I'm like, dude, like my leg doesn't belong there. Just like bring it back down, and that kind of stuff. But because we've made that sexual intimacy a priority in our marriage, because we've made talking about sex a priority in our marriage, we can have those conversations. If I say, this isn't working for me, it's not an ego blow. It's just like, let's go back to something that works, because we both want to enjoy that.